My bad, I fucking clicked on the Facebook thing and it went out, but let me start over real quick. Red wire, obviously power. White wire, I've ran out of black, so I thought, but the way I got my trailer and shit hooked up, because it's the 7-pin and the system I like, white is also ground on my truck, for the aftermarket stuff. So we're going to leave white there pretty much, just because I'm going to ground it right out here, just as close to the ground can be to the, to what you're trying to install, the better. Typically the same with the power, but in this case, I mean, it's just how it is. But usually the closer the better. But I mean, we got nice thick wire. It's well insulated, so it'll do just fine. But we're going to start from the inside out, just because I feel as though it would be easier to find an exit coming out of the truck to run these lights than trying to find an entrance going in there to the firewall, just because everything's got boots and whatnot. It's easier to slip past the boot than try and force yourself into one. It just, yeah. And just so everybody knows, this is not my first time running lights like this. This is not even close to my first time running lights like this. I've done quite a few, several custom things just like this to mine and tons of other people's, well, not tons. I'd say at least 30 or 40 other people's vehicles that have loved it when they're done, or when I'm done and they get their vehicle back. But the way I'm doing this one is I'm going to start from the inside, and I'm going to try and feed the wire out. I'll pull it out, I'll loose lay it, I'll run the wire back up in, figure about at least an idea of where I want to run the switch panel, which is this. This thing's a little big, a little gaudy, but I mean, in a sense, it's sort of what I'm looking for. I am going to use this one temporarily just because I want to run the lights and see how they look, but I am going to change this probably tomorrow, just because tonight I want to get it in, and I have the time, and right now I want to cool down. This is my cool down. After a hard day or something like that, running something as simple as some lights on my truck to make it look cool in my eyes is how I cool down mentally, and I mean, physically. It's just, this is my relaxing. This is my woosah. So these are them. I'm pretty much going to get the same thing tomorrow, just a different design. I like blue, like I said. My truck's white and blue. Hey, look, one's working. They're from Wish too, but they fucking work when they want. The bad part is the first week I had them in, they were fucking amazing. So I'm gonna find a better brand, even if it's a little more expensive, and I'm switching them, because them were great. Usually when you have shit like that, like all throughout, you have a hard time seeing at night. But I'll tell you what, man, the blue at night, even though it may think it's a pain in the ass to see, blue is real easy on the eyes. Like the blue lights when it's foggy out, man. Most cars I see having a hell of a time. Man, I just turn the fucking fog lights on, because they're like 8K fog lights that are blue, and I just keep it cruising. But back to what we're doing. I might not talk a whole lot during this, just because I'm trying to think. I'm still getting used to the whole talking while doing this. I've had several customers that agree that this is something I should do, because I'm very good at explanations, and I mean, I love what I do. I love to help people make their shit look cool too. I mean, it'd be cool if I could help as many people as I can make their shit look cool and be like, yeah, I did it myself. There's no better satisfaction than doing the shit yourself. That's just what it comes down to. So, back to. This is the bottom. That's the box for the fucking programmer. Mind you, I did not wire that up. I do not do work like that. This is actually my first time laying under here. We're going to leave that be for now, but I can promise you we're going to correct that, because that just looks like shit. I don't do that. I think I might have found the entrance or exit. There's a little cap down there. I don't know if you could see it on this one. It is tight ass space and fucking big ass phone. Phone ain't even really that big. It's just tight ass fucking space. Period. Trying to get a better view for anybody that might have the same vehicle as me. Shit. I don't know how well you can see, but you can see back. This is underneath of the dash on the driver's side, the left side of the brake, left side of the column, right up against the fuse block. On the other side of the fuse block, there is a rubber boot. It's pretty decently sized. Actually, can you see it? Fuck. Alright, you should be able to see it a little bit, maybe. I know the pictures ain't the greatest, I'm sorry. But once you get down and you start doing it and you start paying attention and seeing, I mean, you'll get the hang of it. It'll just come to you. But we're probably going to go from there. We're going to look at that from the outside. If that's a good spot, what we'll do is we'll take like a really tiny knife, like a small razor blade, almost like an X-Acto blade. Like I said, when I do things, I try to be as thorough as possible. Like when I do shit like this and I'm running stuff and whatnot, I got an X-Acto blade just because I want it right. So we're going to go outside the truck. We'll set the blade down. Now I'm short. My truck is leveled, so I gotta hop a little bit. I'm only like fucking 5'7". Alright, so if we look, that boot that I was pointing at on the inside is actually that boot. Now, there's two ways to do this. And I might, maybe actually be able to get to it from the outside. Maybe I can get this to separate, because that's just a little rubber. To slide it past it, I might be able to get it to go up through and actually pull it from the outside. So, yeah, sometimes you just gotta look, see what you got going on. Well, this video is at like 7, getting ready to be 8 minutes. Pretty much what we should have gathered from this is an entrance and an exit point, and pretty much establish where you're going to try and keep your ground close to what you're adding on. But that's going to be it. I'm probably going to just end this video real quick, and I'm going to start the next one, and then I'm going to let everybody watch me try and feed that up through there. If nothing else in the process, you might get a good laugh. So, on to 3.